quiet.
Welcome to the Powertrip podcast. Welcome to Thursday evening chat live with your hosts
Charmaine.
and Saquon.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to all our OGs and welcome to all of our new listeners.
Yes.
So
What's
for
up,
those
people?
for those of you who are not familiar, every Thursday evening we get together to discuss controversial topics surrounding family, relationships, and community. And we have three main goals. Our first goal is to strengthen communication skills within our community. Our second goal is to expand our perspectives so that we can all gain a greater understanding. And our third and most important goal is that we want to build exceptional families that will continue to uplift the world around us. So, with that being said, hello, and welcome in. Hey, boobies. How are you this fine evening? And we're sharing everything right now. We're running around like crazy people. But how are you doing? Okay, let me share on Facebook.
What's up, Janae? How you doing?
Okay. We hope everyone's evening is going well, that you guys are all staying warm because it is getting cold. Even in Arizona, our high is
It's like 43 this week.
Yeah, and it's cold. Saquon and I, it's so funny. Like we're wearing our, nice winter East Coast style jackets, winter coats. And then we see everyone else out here with
You got the winter jacket. I don't have one.
Yeah, but we're still bundled. Hi, Aunt Chi-Chi.
Hey, Aunt Chi-Chi.
But like he wears like a hoodie and then a coat on top of that, a jacket on top of that. And then we see other people outside with just like a sweatshirt. Or like
Or
it's
that,
too cold.
just regular clothes.
Right.
It's weird.
Yes. And
I thought I was the only one that got like used to the heat. I thought it was like being so used to the heat, this would be cold for anybody.
No, not for everybody. Booby says, I'm good, can't complain. Y'all looking good for Saturday. Yes, thank you, darling. Yes. Getting ready for the baby shower, which is this Saturday. It just came so quick.
It did.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like I don't know. I feel like we just had the gender reveal, which was October.
Yeah, just everybody was like, everybody here should have seen it too. So yeah, it was just like we just did that. It just everything moving too fast. Not too fast because I'm kind of ready for her to be here, but it's moving pretty fast.
Yeah, but we're excited and we're excited to celebrate with everyone in person and on Zoom.
Yes.
Her estimated due date is February 6th on Chi-Chi. But yeah.
Yeah. Y'all ready for is everyone ready for Christmas and the New Year?
Yeah, holidays are coming. Like Christmas is literally a week and a half away.
Yeah.
Well, not even a half.
You talk about Christmas, the New Year is right there.
Yes.
It seems like January 1st was yesterday.
Right? This year just flew by. And, just reflecting on the year, it's like there's so much to be grateful for. Let's see. Oh, Gigi said they'll be there on Zoom Saturday.
Can't wait.
Thank you. But yeah, it's like so many things happened. We had our wedding celebration. Found out that we were having a little bundle of joy. It's just like so many different changes and transitions have happened this year. A lot to be grateful for. We also have our health. Hey, Dolly.
Dang, you just forgot about my accomplishment. I graduated this year.
Sheesh. He's doing too much. Yes, my honey graduated. And yeah. Oh, please. I went all out for you a little bit. So don't act like I forgot about you. But
just now, I'm saying.
But so many great things have happened for us. And our family. And so we're just so grateful to have made it to the end of the year. And we look forward to what next year holds.
Right, right. And before we even get going too, I still want to thank you guys again. We've seen some stats recently. We're being played in like 10 countries.
Really?
Yeah. I forgot how many, what I told you the amount of minutes and time, but
yeah, like 550 hours for the year we've been listening to.
Yeah, so thank you guys for supporting us.
Yes,
and pushing us forward.
Mm-hmm.
But so for today, we have an interesting topic. And this topic kind of came from just conversation with people and things like that. Today's topic is to be or not to be the side chick or the side person.
That is the question.
Yes.
Yes. So first, I guess let's talk. What is a side chick?
Yeah. So how about you want to answer?
So for me, I always thought a side chick was someone who like knows that the person they're messing with, a side chick or I guess side man, is someone who knows that the person's in a relationship and chooses to mess with them anyway.
Okay.
After watching different videos and topics on the controversy of side chicks, some people believe that a side chick is also like, some people believe that if you've been cheated on, like consistently within one relationship, that you were a side chick and just didn't know it.
If you were cheated on consistently, like,
or like, let's say you got into a relationship with somebody and they already had a girl, but you didn't know. It's like you are technically the side chick, but you just didn't know. I always thought the side chick was someone like you knew, like you intentionally knew, decided to be with someone who's in a relationship.
Okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense in a way. I could see why you would think that.
Right. But I guess the other definition makes sense as well, because if someone is in a relationship, even though you don't know,
you're the side chick for that person. You're the side person for that person.
Right. Right. So
that makes sense.
Do you guys agree with that definition? Like, whether you know or not that the person's in a relationship, you're considered the side chick?
Yeah. And that's, I guess that would be down to like accepting the role or not. You get what I'm saying? Like,
But if you don't know, you're not accepting anything. You're just you're honestly thinking that you just work together. Right. And everything is cool and copacetic.
That's true. That's true. So I don't think it. I don't. So now, after thinking about it, I don't think both scenarios have the same title.
Okay. So what would be the title of the girl who doesn't know?
The girl who doesn't know is the side chick. The girl who knows is the mistress. I would separate them.
So what is a mistress?
I don't know.
I thought the mistress, well, in the olden days, mistress was like the head woman of the house.
Right. The woman in power of the home or something like that. Yeah. I'm not really sure exactly what mistress stands for. It's just we've heard it so much in a negative term.
And I usually hear mistress. I thought that would be more so when someone's married and they're cheating.
Okay. So the actual definition of mistress actually is two definitions. So the first one is right. The first one is a woman in position of authority or control. But the second definition is a woman having an extramarital sexual relationship, especially with a married man. So now this one adds the married into it.
Right. That's what I thought. Like you have to be married for it to be a mistress.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's new.
Aunt Chichi? No, it's not.
I didn't know that.
I'm here for you. Aunt Chichi says, I honestly can't imagine how you wouldn't know that you are the side chick. Okay, good point. So, when I was listening to something, did you have something you want to say?
Go ahead, say what you want to say.
When I was listening to something, they were saying that a lot of young girls end up being a side chick. And the reason why is because they're believing everything that a man is telling them. So when he's lying and saying, oh, no, I'm busy with work or doing X, Y, and Z. They believe it. They
Right.
don't think anything of it. And he's really with, his main thing.
Right. And so in that sense, though, I don't think and basically that would be saying that she's oblivious to what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think because she's young, I don't think she's always oblivious.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I think some young girls are aware of that sometimes.
No, I agree. I'm not saying everyone.
Okay.
But she was saying she didn't know how someone wouldn't know they're the side chick.
Yeah.
And I was just saying, like, when I was listening to like that little clip, they were saying some young girls, because they're so naive, they just believe. Right. And sometimes they're dating older men. So like with kind of what you said, some girls know. They know that they are a lot. I think majority, like I agree. I feel like you would have to have some type of inkling that you are the side chick or that there's something going on.
Right.
But some girls are like young, and if they're dating an older guy, he may be paying for things. So they just may accept certain things.
Right. And
that
go ahead.
I was going to say that just kind of rolls into, the question, why would someone be a side chick? And also, why do men have side chicks? So those two questions. But go ahead.
So I guess it's kind of starting to answer your question a little bit, but it's still the answer on Chi-Chi question. Like, how wouldn't they know? You know what I'm saying? Daddy issues. Some people don't know what it is to be treated well. Or some people didn't have their dad there like that. So let's say another guy is giving you this part-time affection or this part-time attention. You think if you never seen anything better than that, that's what you think it's supposed to be. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of starts to answer your question a little bit.
Yeah, because I mean, there are women who just are oblivious. Like you hear stories all the time where a woman like pops up to surprise the man and then finds out he has the whole family.
Yeah.
Or, like there's just certain things where it does happen. And it could just be, Chichi says, so true, Saquon, total sense. But yeah, it could just be like the lack of experience with how to be loved and treated well. So that's a really good point.
Right.
So why do men have side chicks?
You want me to answer that?
Yeah, you can. Your opinion. What you think?
My thought is, so all right, I think for one, it could be mindset first to start there, because I do think that not even I think I've met guys that they could be successful, mature, whatever the case may be. It's something in their mind where they just do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I do think it's mindset, and they don't think anything of it. That's just what they do. But why? You got why? Because I think okay. I think that let's start in high school, right? As a guy in high school, be honest with you, girls don't care how many. The girls don't care that they talking to you. All types of girls talk to you in high school, so that's the start. You get what I'm saying? You used to having the attention from all types of girls that don't care about another girl or whatever the case may be. That's the start from it. You kind of already getting like, what's the word? Prepped in a way.
Gotcha. And I'll just add, like, because I'm not disagreeing with you saying, I wouldn't say that young girls don't care, but it's more competition for them.
Okay, so yeah.
So it's like, oh, well, she likes him and she's talking to him, but I'm going to try to get him anyway.
Yeah.
So I see the prep still.
Right, and before you know it, right, even that guy in high school, let's say if he's still single, right, and all these girls trying to talk to him, right, before you know it, he's talking to 5-6 girls. You get what I'm saying? Like just juggling it, texting these girls all day, meeting up with who we want to meet up. There was no commitment. So he has this freedom to do whatever he want to do with who he want to do, spend time with who he want to, without the girl having nobody could say nothing.
Okay, that's high school. So then that's the prep.
So
as they get older,
moving forward, right? honestly, girls start becoming even freer. So when he's out doing that and everything like that, it's just continue. It's a continuing thing now. But it's like now girls start to mature. The girls start to mature and not like that. But there's this other side of it where these free girls that's just they just leveled it up. They just moved. They just went up a notch with what they was doing before.
So you're saying, pretty much, kind of summarize what you're saying, is because sometimes this happens to some men in high school.
Yeah.
It kind of prep them for when they get older, and when they get older, you're still going to have your wholesome woman and your not so wholesome woman. So the opportunity to have a side chick is still there, so they continue to do it.
Right.
But
go ahead.
Even though they were prepped, and then I'm going to read a few comments. Why, if they're in a committed relationship, do they still choose to have something on the side?
Because they're used to that attention.
So it's the attention.
They're used to the attention and the freedom, like to just do what they want to do. Like the guy that is 9-10 years into a relationship and still doing that, that's just what he do, and he don't care. You get what I'm saying?
But so a factor is attention, though.
I think it's partially attention, and some guys like to give girls attention. That's another thing. It's not always attention for him. Some guys actually like to just give girls attention, in my opinion.
Okay. Mommy says it's about the bag and avoiding the commitment. Okay. Hi, Aunt Tanya.
Hey, Tanya.
Aunt Tanya says, I feel some men don't want to work at their relationships. That is a true point. And I feel like parents are not teaching their daughters worth. That is another huge point.
Yeah.
I agree. So I'm not a man, of course, but I feel like some men, I do think sometimes it's ego driven. So like how you were saying, attention is part of like why, because, sometimes growing up, like in college, you hear men say things like, oh, well, even though I'm in a relationship, I'm going to go out and get numbers to see if I still got it.
You heard that?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Like they didn't say even though I'm in a relationship, but but they were in a relationship and
right.
I'm getting numbers because I want to see if I still have it. They want to know that they're still desired by other women.
And I think that's when they start coming down into conversation and trying to mind and trying to figure out something. I don't believe that initially when they do that, that's not what they're thinking. Some the ones that been in a relationship for a long time and not doing nothing, I think they do start feeling like that.
Right. And then I also feel like for some men, they end up with a side chick if like kind of what Aunt Tanya said, where it's like they don't want to work at their relationship. So if you're going through something, every relationship has its ups, has its downs, and sometimes you're down for quite some time and then before you get back up. So while you're going through that, if you start confiding in another woman and you're like, oh, well, we have this in common, we have that in common, kind of like we were talking about last week, how people can should you be around your partner's friends?
Right.
And it's like that woman was just seeing so much in common with her husband's best friend. That is a slippery slope, because if her and her husband are going through things and she can confide into this man, and then she's thinking the grass is greener. So she doesn't want to let go of her husband because they built a family, a life, they have children, but things are easy with this guy right now because it's usually easy in the beginning with the honeymoon phase.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that instead of just working through what she has to work through with her husband, it's easy to end up in a side relationship with someone else.
That's true. And just not trying to work. I think some people fall for the light. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like what you're saying. They just end up falling for the light, like that, like they're going through a hard time. And it's not that they're not trying to work on it in a relationship, but it's somebody there giving them this light. Like it's
but
like,
I feel like because that person's there, that's why they're not really working. Because if
other
person wasn't there, then maybe they put more effort into fixing what's going on with their relationship.
Yeah, what I'm saying is I think
Mhm.
people end up falling because I think there are people that are trying to fix their relationship. Like it's not an overnight thing.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? And let's say somebody's working at their relationship and they going weeks and months feeling a certain type of way.
Mhm.
They still trying and maybe they still going to counseling or whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
But then there's this person there, or still maybe it could be a coworker, anything, friend or anything.
Mhm.
But now it's just going through that hard time. You're seeing this light, if that makes sense. Because
Well, like the grass is greener type
yeah,
thing.
the grass is greener over there right now.
Yeah. Well, don't fall for the okie doke, folks.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then also to kind of piggyback off of what Tanya said about parents not teaching daughters their worth, I do think that's true, coupled with what you said about fathers not being in the home and a daughter or a young woman not knowing what it feels like to be properly loved or seeing um, the imagery of, you know, a husband properly loving his wife and, you know, showing affection, being committed, being faithful and there and present.
Right.
So I think that plays a role too. If a woman does not have the value for herself, she will, and she feels, you know, maybe insecure or whatever, she may deal with things knowing the guy's in a relationship because now she's getting attention. So I guess that goes to the question on why do women choose to be side chicks?
Yeah.
And I do think for some, this is what mommy said, avoiding the commitment. Some people want to avoid that commitment, or they have the mindset that all men cheat. So if I know what's going on, then
Right.
she,
We're gonna say it. Go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead.
But if I know what's going on, like I already know he's in a relationship. So I don't have that fear of getting hurt because I already know what I'm doing. And it's kind of like I have the power here because, you
Right.
know, like I'm not blindly going in and saying, oh, I know he's going to be faithful to me. No, I know he has a girl. I'm the side chick. There's no commitment here, no strings attached. And that may be one reason why someone chooses to be a side chick.
Yeah, that could be one.
Who is this?
That's Gloria.
Oh,
What's
hey,
up, Gloria?
Gloria.
Gloria says it's called the 20-80 rule. The 20 looks real good right now, but the 80 is what he needs at the end, but won't realize it until it's over.
Amen.
Correct. That's exactly what I was saying.
Yep.
Yeah, that 80, just you going through a hard time with that 80. You know what I'm saying? It's like investing. You know, long-term investing. Some people don't like long-term investing because they don't get them what they need right now.
Right. You have to be patient and actually go through it.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
but that is very true.
Right. What do you think about girls that think that stay side chicks, like because they think they next in line?
So that's another thing on why some women I feel like become side chicks or choose to be side chicks is because they believe the lie that he's going to leave his wife. And I
or the
think,
girl, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, or leave whoever he's with.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it's a desire, like for some people it may be like a challenge, like I want to see if I can take him from her.
Okay.
For other people, I think they truly just fall for that person, and now they want the position of the main chick or the wife.
So you do think they truly gain feelings, I guess?
Oh yeah. I think a lot of women, I think a lot of people who say like, oh no, side chick, I don't have feelings for her, or vice versa, I don't have feelings for him, they end up gaining feelings. They end up arguing and doing it. Some people, maybe they just cut them off once that gets there. But I do think that, especially for women, because we typically are more emotionally driven, and that's how we kind of interact more so is with our emotions, that when a man tells her he's going to leave his wife, she believes it. And she stays and she stays and she stays around. He doesn't leave the wife. And she's still like, she's arguing with him. And that's where I say it becomes like the emotions. Like she truly loves him because she's going to argue. She's going to get mad and they're going to go back and forth. But most of the time, men do not leave the main woman they're with.
Okay. And that's what we heard through statistics, that they don't.
Yep. Thank you, Mom. Yes, everyone, please make sure you like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't.
Yes.
And share.
If you know anybody that needs to be in this conversation or give good insight, share them that link.
Yes.
Get that to them like right now.
Please.
Tyan said it's really sad because if you could take someone, they can be taken from you the same way, which is true. And honestly, that's what they say. If a relationship starts a certain type of way, that's typically how it's going to end.
And that's what Gloria said.
Yes.
You lose them.
You lose them how you get them, is what my grandmother used to say.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that is so true. So that's why it's like, I don't understand even the mindset of, okay, well, now I have him. Like, even if he did leave his wife, it's like, for you, wouldn't you have trust issues now that you're the main, that he would get another side? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. But some people also feel like they can change people.
That's true. That's true.
So they go in with the mindset that, well, it's going to be different with me, because they feel like there's something extra special about them. And a lot of times when people cheat or do whatever, are unfaithful, it has nothing to do with you per se.
Right.
Like, it has everything to do with them, because the same reasons that they're cheating, you could be out cheating. Like, if your relationship isn't going smooth and you guys are bumpy, and that's their excuse for going out and having a side chick, that could be your excuse too. But if you choose to stay and try to work on it and fix everything and not cheat, it's because you have self-control, self-respect, and you value yourself and your relationship.
That's true.
Mommy said, those women need to know how you met him is how you lose him. He has a track record of cheating, and if he is cheating with you 9 out of 10 times, he will cheat on you. The old okie doke.
The old okie doke.
Yeah, see, everybody's in agreement. It's like, listen, don't go in thinking that it's going to be different with you.
Yeah. And I do think, though, like, even, okay, yeah, we could say 9 times out of 10, because I do think there's a small percentage of people that end up in a relationship, right? And not necessarily happy, or they got into that relationship early in life, or whatever the case may be, right? Or married early and they married for a kid, anything.
Right.
And they end up cheating on that person with the person that they should have been with.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And they probably won't cheat on the next person because that's who they were supposed to be with.
Right. I do think that's like a small anomaly of people.
That's what I did.
Small subset. But yeah, because you said the 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Right? So the 1 out of 10.
Right.
But I can see that as well. Because especially a lot of young couples who do marry just because they ended up with a child, or sometimes even when a young couple finds out they're pregnant, their parents force them to get married. And then it's like you're growing so much. So sometimes people grow apart. Right. Now, it's still not to say like you should go out and cheat. Like, be honest. You guys need to talk and go your separate ways. And then you just get in a new relationship.
Right. Well, what I'm noticing, like a big factor, a big basis or element of our conversations is communication. Now, how he did it is like a mature thing. You get what I'm saying? But people,
he lacks maturity.
Yeah,
he's gonna just go cheat and do that.
Yeah, it could be lacking maturity, scared of somebody's reaction. Right. It's a lot of reasons why somebody would do something. To not to try to make light of it or anything, but there's a lot of reasons why somebody would do something. But this case is that person, I'm just not happy in the relationship, and he wasn't mature or couldn't find the time or the moment to necessarily say that and just go.
Well, I can't agree with he couldn't find the time or the moment, because if he could find the time and the moment to be cheating,
well,
he could find the time and the moment to speak up. But I could see that it could be fear.
Yeah, dealing with that person. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Finding that moment where you think it's okay, like, oh, this is the moment where I could say something.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta bite the bullet and you gotta grow up and make hard, uncomfortable, choices.
Sorry, but
I'm sharing this.
I mean, I'm not saying that that's not true.
Right, not that.
Yeah, but it could take people years to feel like they're comfortable enough to say something.
Yeah. But that's also why some people end up in unhappy relationships for years too, because they won't speak up. Right. So, yeah. All right, and I also like how you said there's a small subset, because we've seen it happen where people do who have been side chicks end up getting married and going kind of the long haul with that other person.
They happy. They be happy as ever with the new person, and
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I haven't seen the whole happy joy, but they did go the long haul.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But yeah, so do you guys feel like no,
what?
No. Yeah, I don't know.
What you was gonna say? Like, you're not gonna try to?
No, I was trying to think of how to reword it in my head.
Okay. Now I'm trying to figure out.
Okay, so if you are okay, hold on. Gloria says some people just want their cake and want to eat it too. They want to stay with their woman, man, and still be with other people in their spare time. That is a huge one.
That is.
There's people who just don't want to leave that person because, and the saying like the grass isn't greener, or the grass is greener where you water it is the saying. Is the saying. But some people like they'll go cheat, but say like, "Oh, you can never leave me." Like they may go do certain things that are not right, but tell that person who they're with, like, "Well, you can't go," because they don't want to lose that person. And a lot of people, and I don't know if this is why they do that, but a lot of people, after they mess up, and let's say the woman does leave, then after a while, after they mess with the side chick and found out it's not all that it's cracked up to be, they usually try to come back.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if like that situation happens and then later on, I mean, they still want their cake and eat it too, but they know they just don't want to lose the person they're with.
Right.
They know that, what's out there is not better than what they have.
Right. What did you think about Tanya says, but they should just be single and enjoy that. I feel like it's selfishness.
It is.
Yeah, it's selfish if the other person don't agree with that. If that's not cool, you know what I'm saying, for the other person. My G says some people cheat and don't divorce their spouse because they say it's cheaper to keep her, so they step out and still take care of the home. Yeah, I've heard that too.
That's another thing too with a wife or someone that you built a whole life with. If you guys break up or divorce or things like that, and there's no prenup or anything to protect your assets, a lot of times it is cheaper to keep her.
Yeah, and that's tough because we talked about prenups and stuff and things like that. And now this conversation kind of opened that up to be a little bit different, actually. Because if you walk into a relationship with success or something like that, right? Now, based on what we're talking about, there's always there's always the opportunity that people can grow apart. Now, what if these people got married, they weren't together for that long, but they didn't get a prenup?
Well, that would be tough, because it would be like if the woman's kind of vindictive or just feeling like, well, I'm going to take him for what he got, then it could be an issue.
I mean, prenup don't mean, oh, well, we divorced, we're going to split it down the middle. It's not, I don't have to force nothing.
Excuse me?
Like the woman doesn't have to force anything once they choose to leave. Or
no,
the man.
If there's a prenup involved, yes. But I'm just saying, if there's no prenup involved,
right?
As long as the woman chooses is not being vindictive or like saying I'm gonna take him for everything, it should be fine.
Yeah, but that make it difficult. What I'm saying is somebody be married for 3 years and they didn't build anything. They just, let's say the guy was just taking care of the woman.
in a divorce, you can say, okay, I'm going to leave with what I came. You leave with what you came. You don't have to just split it down the middle every time.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just based off of the individuals and how they choose to handle the divorce.
So even, okay, it's all right, right. True. It's down to the individual. But what if she feel like she owed something?
That's what I just said.
That's what I'm saying. What do you...
What are you saying?
I'm saying, do you think that that's right?
No,
for her?
I said it's vindictive.
Or do you think it should be split down the middle too?
No, what are you talking about?
What's vindictive if splitting it down the middle was fair?
No, I said it's vindictive if she says she's going to take him for all he has.
All right, so that's what I'm saying. Is taking half fair?
Oh, taking half could be fair.
So that's what I'm trying to say.
But also, it could be fair to say, I'm just gonna take what I have, and you go with what
right, right. But I'm not talking about those cases. I'm talking about a case where he was taking care of her, and he's deciding to leave, but they got married.
Oh, you're saying he was taking care of her, like she wasn't working.
Yeah, like she, like they said, he taking care of the home, he taking care of them as a family or whatever the case may be. But now he's deciding to leave, and now she's saying, she won't have because they didn't sign the prenup.
Yeah, that's fair too. If you guys got kids and stuff together, you did build something together.
Yeah, I mean, if kids, yeah, but kids don't is not a requirement for half, right?
No, just being married is.
Right. So, what you mean?
Saquon, you're stressing me. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying on a regular level. If they together, 1 and 2, no kids, no nothing.
But you did say before, you said if he's taking care of the kids and the family.
No, I said just taking care of them, taking care of the family. I did say that. I said taking care of them as a family. I did say that. But taking care of her. I said that after you said taking care of her. I'm saying, so if he taking care of her, that's his house. He paid for everything. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
That's his house, you said?
Yeah. Like,
I mean, I don't think she should have, like, he should keep his home. If it's just like 2 individuals, he should keep his home. And I mean, I do think she should, after 3 years, still get something if she stopped working and wasn't working while they were together.
If she stopped working.
Yeah, I mean, if she wasn't working beforehand, and then it's kind of like, well, she must have some money in the bank or something, and how is she surviving?
She'd be surviving off a conversation that we had on the podcast, living with the parents.
Then maybe she'll go back. All right, go ahead, read it. You stress me.
Gloria says if she feels like she's owed something, then she might contest it in court, but the judge will ultimately decide if she really owed it, which might be no, if only married for 3 years. She also says if they have children, then the judge will most likely give her half or spousal and child support. Mm-hmm. So I guess that kind of answers what I'm saying. Like, I guess at that point, if the judge is going to say something, but I don't think it's the judge is saying basically it might be a no after 3 years. That's what I'm saying. Is that fair for her to do that?
For her to do
to be able to do that after 3 years?
To say she wants half?
Yes.
I mean, I gave you my answer. What's your answer?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what I was questioning. That's what I'm saying.
But
I don't think so.
Why not?
Not after 3 years. I don't think that's the long. I don't necessarily consider the 3 years a long-term thing.
Of marriage or just being together? Because we haven't even been married for 3 years. And
well, I'm not talking. Okay, yeah, but all right. So if they together for, well, do it matter?
Yeah. If we're together for going on 10 years and we've been married for 1, you think like if we were to, God forbid, get a divorce, that let's say I stopped working and you took care of everything, that I shouldn't get half?
I guess that's if in this case, right? If in that case, I mean, I guess if he been taking care of her for 10 years, like, then yeah. But I feel like
even if he hasn't, let's say 9 years she was working, doing everything, but then once they got married, he said, That's what they agreed upon.
And then we've been married for 2-3 years, and you think you're gonna take something after you have something too? After 3 years.
If you're splitting things in the middle, what do you mean take something?
Well, I mean, if they splitting it down the middle, but you say, well, once they married, that's him. We were saying if he was taking care of her.
Right.
So she not working.
Okay. But once you're married, isn't it what's yours is mine and what's mine is yours?
Yes, that is. But what I'm saying, do you think that is necessarily fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
I don't know. Tanya says, I don't always think people should be entitled to have if they did not work to help build the person's wealth. My G says he has to pay for the lifestyle that his wife is accustomed to. Tanya continues to say, she says, and do I just decide I wasn't going to work, or did he ask me not to go to work?
Right. And I think a lot of men ask.
Tay says, no, if assets were brought into the marriage, but maybe if the assets were established after.
He said no if assets were brought into the marriage, but okay, I gotcha. And hi, Tay. Who's that?
It's a friend. I told you about it before. He was on. He came before.
Well, welcome back. And then Mommy says answers.
Yes.
Yeah. If she sacrificed her career, then brother, you will pay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like I don't think it's not like it's unfair to say, let's split it in half. If after we got married, I decided to stay home, and most of the time that a woman is not working is because she's raising the children, like she's home with the children. Most of the time, like it's not usually just a housewife with no children.
They out there.
They're out there. I said most of the time. If they stop working once they're married.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's unfair to say, okay, let's go half. Now, like I said, as long as you're not being vindictive about it, like as long as it is fair, in my opinion, to say, okay, this is what we'll both get. And if there's certain things that like, okay, the business that you want to build or whatever, your network, me personally, I wouldn't want any of that because I know that's something that you dreamed of. Now, I think being a good man, you should offer me some because I would have helped you with it, even though I'll be a stay-at-home wife.
Right, and that actually opens up the next question I was going to say. Should she be entitled to that half, or he should pick what he want to give her?
He should pick, but if he's not going to be fair,
I mean, but what's fair if you didn't?
I wouldn't be vindictive because maybe this is kind of vindictive, but I just feel like you reap what you sow. So if you don't be fair in how you're gonna treat me once we go our separate ways, then God will handle you.
Right, but
I think.
Okay, that's true. But the same way how you say, all right, for your personal stance, right, is you would never take something up from me that came from the dreams that I built, from my dreams that I built. That's what you're saying, right?
Correct. But I also know that I've helped you with your dreams.
Right. But what I'm saying is, if you feel like that, why can't the person feel like that?
Why can't you feel like that?
Yeah.
For example?
If you feel like, if you can say, hey, I don't think that I know your dreams and I don't want to take anything from you. Why can't he say the same? Why can't that, or not he or she, or he or she, why can't they
that person?
Yeah, why can't that person say, wait a minute, nah, this is something I dreamed about my whole life, and I built this based on my knowledge, with my hands, my hard work. I don't want to give you anything based from this.
I'm like, you one selfish mother lover.
But
I see why we getting a divorce. And guess what? God is gonna handle your little crusty behind self, and I'm gonna be okay.
But it's not.
I wouldn't argue it. I wouldn't fight it personally. I would just know, like, all right.
So it's not. So you don't think that it's the same value, like the same values of that dream?
I feel like from the perspective of the person saying, I'm not going to require it of you, that's like a selfless action. Now, I feel like from your side saying, oh, it's my dream and I just blah, 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 I feel like that's a selfish standpoint. And it's because you could give me some shares. First of all, I don't have to have your business. It's still yours to run. but you can give me some shares so I can get a little residual going. That's all.
Oh, nah. See, now that's when people really won't like it though, because the residuals, I'm paying you for the rest of your life.
You ain't paying me the businesses.
Yeah, okay. And I'm working.
Well,
I'm not your employee,
but I helped you build it.
That's different. That's different. If you help me build it, that's completely different. But in a sense where you did it, and it's just my dream that I just built this.
If it's your dream, I didn't do anything for you. I didn't play secretary. I ain't help you with ideas. I ain't do nothing. I was just literally letting you run that lane yourself. Then it's all yours. That's all I'll give you. Mommy says again, the answer is yes, and it ain't fair, but it happens all the time. Tay says mediation. That's true. If you sit, you talk, and you find out what's fair.
With a medium.
Yes. And then Mommy says, my hair looks beautiful. Thank you. And your skin is glowing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I want to check you out.
No.
And then Glow says, that's why divorces be 3 years long and they rather cheat. Yes. Because we ain't getting no divorce.
Nah, but this how we got on this question is how the people saying it's like cheaper to keep her.
Yeah, look, she said she was shooting with you in the gym. Give her some shares.
Yeah. Man, I agree. If you help me build it and all of that, I'll give you some shares if you help me build it, because I think that's fair. Like that, you do that to a person that is in the company.
Oh please, this man will be like, I'm gonna give you 1%.
Yeah, I'll give you 1%.
Nah, I want 5.
5 is a lot.
We're not getting divorced anyway. But yeah. See. Selfish mother lover.
What?
So about 5 is a lot. No, it's not.
Yes, it is. 5 is a lot. If I make $1 million company of 1%, you'll be getting almost what? 100,000? No.
Was it 10? Oh,
was it 10?
Oh,
maybe it was 10. But building the right business, 1%, you could be getting crazy money. What you talking about?
I'm just talking about being selfless, and we're just on 2 different pages with that.
And residual, but go ahead.
But yeah, needless to say, a lot of drama can come with that if you and the person aren't on the same page.
Yeah.
And I think too, like I said, it just depends on the individuals. So obviously your mindset is a little bit different than mine.
Right.
And so we would have to definitely have a mediator in the middle saying what's fair and what's not fair. And I mean, for other people, that's gonna be a good point. That's why it's cheaper to keep her.
Right. It is. So we got we don't usually push it to an hour, but I got some questions. Okay. When it comes to a side partner, right? Mm-hmm. Should your family accept them if you bring them around?
No. No. Oh, no. And especially if you're married or been with the other person for a long time and they're engulfed in your family, if your family accepts the side person.
So check this out. Do you think they should be friendly with them, or they should be getting the side eye, silent treatment type?
Mama, why are you here with my son, my baby?
Yes, so the main is in the picture. The main is still in the picture. Tanya says, wow, Bo taking them to the family function, straight disrespect. That is straight disrespect.
No, yes.
But it happens. This is why I'm asking.
No, it does happen. But if the family accepts it, well, that I see where they got the child got the morals from. If the family's down with the get down, oh no.
That's true. You see what the roots are.
Yeah, apple ain't fall too far from the tree.
Right. Let's see. Gloria says, but a lot of families turn the other cheek and mind their business because they doing it to their spouse too. That's true. That's true. And they can't speak up because the person knows. Chichi says, that's a good question. What about when the side person becomes the main person? Do they get the side eye forever? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. See, man. I wanted to ask this question earlier, but let's see. Tanya says that should that should cuss you out and say, don't bring that heifer here. Day, you right.
Yeah.
My G says, do we need to discuss a prenup, kiddos? Laugh out loud. I hope we don't need a post-nup. Nah, we don't. Tay says, laugh out. So, family show. Excuse my language. Laugh out loud, bro. You bold if you pulling up with her to the function.
Yes.
Yeah. Gloria says, yep, side eye her forever because you got with him while he was in a relationship.
And see, that is tough. That one is a tough one because if the side chick becomes the main chick and then y'all get married, now that's the wife, it's like, are we supposed to accept her in? That would be so hard because, yes, I'm not going to lie. I try to judge not, but I'll be judging.
I feel like if that happened, Tay said, nah, except me and Maya, laugh out loud. She got promoted.
Y'all both sitting at the kitty table at Thanksgiving.
So, okay. I'm right in the middle. Okay. I'm in the middle with this. Okay. Because I feel like if you bring a side chick to the function, right? Uh-huh. That day, first of all, we talking about this girl as soon as she leave. Yeah. That's the first part. We're going to talk about this as soon as she leave. Right? And I'm probably going to talk about it to you. And you might get some slick comments, you know what I'm saying, while they there. Yeah. But I feel as if that it should have happened before, right? Uh-huh. But we need to know what's going on in your actual current relationship. Where do you stand in your actual current relationship? How do you feel about it? Why do you feel that way? You get what I'm saying? At least we know why you're doing what you're doing.
Right.
And then we could understand that she got promoted later.
Yeah, but she always gonna get that side
eye.
Girl.
Honestly, I'm judging forever, but we're gonna be cool. I could judge some people and still be cool. Yeah. But I know something about you.
Yeah, Yes.
Yeah. Gloria says, woo. I'm gonna respect you as the wife, but your character is still quick. That's what I'm saying. Chichi says, it's hard, y'all. Laugh out loud from experience.
Chichi still side-eyeing somebody.
Yeah. I mean, I know what you are. That's the thing. Mm-hmm. Tanya says, if they got promoted, I guess I have to respect it. And that's what it is. If y'all got married and I seen y'all progressing in this relationship, literally it's because the respect for you that I'm gonna respect the person. Like, I have to respect you. I would hope that being optimistic, I would hope that I don't know what happened over there. It's something that I just don't know the details to, and you're moving in a correct direction.
Yeah, don't come bringing no more side chicks over here. Yeah. That was strike 1, 2, and 3. Okay.
Right now, if you do it again, we know it's you, and you might catch so much type of stuff at the functions next time you do it.
Yeah. And I could say eventually I probably would be a little bit more okay, but I would definitely be side-eyeing and judging. And it's just like, I still know both of your characters, and you thought this was cute and okay to come around his family, knowing that he has a wife or is in a long-term relationship. And you definitely, like, if it's your family member, you could definitely just tell them about themselves.
Yeah.
No, and they know better.
So check this out, though. Yes. All right, check this out. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, let's say your brother then brought the side chick to the house, right? And then you're like, man, I don't know if they got him and this other person in a bad spot right now, But then you see them come over happy as ever. And you friends with his actual current wife. This one been around for years. Do you keep it a secret as a family member, right? Knowing that your family member is cheating on their partner.
Oh, that's a good one.
And you're cool with them, and they come over as family. After all them years, they come over as family.
Do you snitch?
Yes. Do you snitch on him? Did we skip over my G? Did we? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Hold on. Let's see.
Yeah,
no, he
I
said,
was like, we won't need that. We won't need no prenup or post nup.
Nope.
It's a forever thing.
Forever. But yeah, that is a good one because it's like that one's tough. It's because your loyalty, like your loyalty lies with your family member first.
Right.
And now I feel like I would have to talk to my family member and just say, like, yo, you need to stop this. You need to stop this and you need to be honest and you need to get it together. I may not say anything to that person. Oh, but I can't be around that person. I'm gonna have to just dodge that person because I feel so uncomfortable. Like, you're putting us in an awkward position.
Right.
Okay. So I'd have to tell that family member, get it together. Okay. Because you're stressing me out.
Yep. Gloria says, I'm snitching.
Hey,
what's up, Anna-Marie? And I'm pretty sure Munir is listening too. What's up, Munir? She says, I mean, that's not my business. So, I mean, you're right. It's not your business, so you can't really be the one to snitch right away.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Titan says, sorry, my loyalty is to my brother, but he would get an earful.
Yes.
And Gloria says, I'm going to tell him, if you don't stop, I'm telling. Chichi says, gotta hop off, guys, but what a great conversation. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you,
Aunt Chichi.
Love you.
Yes, and thank you for your input too.
Yes, always appreciate it.
Anne-Marie says, facts. Gloria says, exactly, you putting me in a place I don't want to be in. You better fix it and leave it alone. Right. That's true.
Because listen, I may not snitch, but what I might do is set it up to where both of them girls come at the same time.
That's snitching. No,
it's not.
You can't do that. You can't do that. That's snitching. That's snitching. You have to. You be exiled.
Oh, Mom, your other comment didn't come up.
Oh yeah, we didn't see that one yet.
Yeah, that one didn't pop up.
Can you resend it for us, please?
Please, doll. But yeah,
okay,
I wouldn't do that. Yeah. But that's what I would want to happen. I would just want them both to show up. So you have to deal with it because I feel like it is cowardly to be lying and sneaking around. And you bold enough to bring her to the house, you need to be bold enough to tell your wife. And if you don't want to be with your wife anymore, then that's the decision you need to make. If you want to be polygamous or sleep around, then you need to talk to your wife about that. So
that's true.
That's all I'm saying.
I feel like even with polygamy, don't bring that girl to this house. I don't care what you are. I don't care what you are. It don't seem right to me.
Yes.
Keep that over there. I'm friends with this one.
Okay. Did you have any more questions?
Let me see. Did I? Not really. That's kind of it. I just wanted to know if you should be friends with the side chick, and be welcoming them in. Excuse me. It's freaking lisp.
You're fine, babe.
Yeah. But yeah, that was really it though.
Yeah. Nope. Listen.
Gloria says, what if I accidentally invite your wife and you show up with your side chick?
Right.
I mean,
intentional.
If it was a true accident, it's an accident. I can't say nothing. I mean God did that.
Yes.
God said this was a covenant.
God set this up. Yeah,
this was a covenant. And you got Lilith over here. No, let me stop. Nah.
What up, Khalid?
What's good, Khalid? But yeah. If it was a pure accident, I believe in God. I believe signs. I believe things like that. So I think if it was a pure accident, you wasn't talking about it before you did it or nothing like that. Then it was meant for him. He had it coming.
That's funny. Yeah, I would have been talking about it beforehand. Like, what if?
Yeah, and then be like, oh, I accidentally pressed it. I accidentally pressed her contact on the invite.
I'm like, she comes to all the events. Like, why would we invite her? Guys, this was such a good conversation.
Yes, it was a good conversation. I didn't think it was going to be this good. I really didn't, but it was a good conversation. Man, thank you all for tuning in. Gloria, Khalid, Anne-Marie, my G, Aunt Chi Chi, Janae,
Yes.
Tay, everybody. Am I missing anybody today? We got a little bit of y'all in here. We was getting this rocking today. That was good.
Yes.
My G says, I would stand by the spouse and let my son or daughter have it. Poppy and I wouldn't want to tolerate no cheating. Would not tolerate no cheating.
Yes.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yep.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Morals to the children.
Yeah, everybody needs to be say something. The whole family needs to say something.
Yes. Yep. But yeah, thank you guys. This was such a wonderful conversation.
Tanya too. I did forget you.
Oh yeah, you said on Chi Chi?
Yes, okay. I think so. On Chi Chi too. Thank you for all of y'all coming in today.
Yeah.
And getting into this conversation with us. Yes. Thank you all. By the way, if you are still here and you did not receive the link for our baby shower, let us know. Mm-hmm. The baby shower is going to be Saturday at 2 our time. In person. The virtual will start at 3:30 our time. So that will be 5:30 Eastern time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we just got that coming up. Yeah. Obviously, Christmas right around the corner. Yes. New Year's right around the corner.
Oh.
What's up?
Remember how earlier you said I just forgot about you? Think about it. Think about it, buddy. What's in 2 days?
I'm not finished.
Oh, go ahead, because you nah. Go ahead. Now he's gonna say it.
No,
I said it.
She always do this. She don't ever let me finish my sentence.
Go ahead.
Anyway, the baby's on the way.
Uh-huh.
You
weren't gonna say it.
I'm joking. I was gonna say it. Just because you did that, that's why I did that. Yeah. But Buns turned the big 32. No, I'm lying. Buzz turned a big 31 this year.
First of all, a lady never tells her age. So you just threw my age out there.
This family.
And everybody else on YouTube who could watch it. But yeah, I'm not 30. I'm not turning 30.
Yeah, like she says, she still looks like a young tender. So it don't matter. Yeah, Bun's birthday is Saturday too. So I hope you guys can. Dang, Wop's here. I hope you guys are there Saturday on Zoom. Nobody talking about you. But yes, actually, Khalik, our daughter is due February 6th.
He knows.
Glow. Nothing wrong with 32.
Nothing's wrong with 32, hon. I'm just saying, don't age me quicker than God intended.
Nah, she about to be 31. Yes.
And then also, my honey forgot this, but December 18th is also our 10-year anniversary.
Yes, I did forget that one.
A lot of blessings coming this Saturday.
Yes, and just piled up on top of each other.
Yes, and we're so excited to celebrate it all with all of you guys.
Yes.
And then just side note, yeah, we're not getting divorced, and he's giving me it all.
Yeah, because I'm really 23.
Yeah. Okay, young Tenzo. But yes.
This was good. This was great. Always having a good time.
Yes.
Like I always say, because we keep pulling these topics out the butt. So if y'all have any topics that y'all would ever like to talk about, anything, make sure you hit us up. We are always willing to talk about them. As long as we can frame a conversation and get you guys engaged, we always open for it. Thank you guys for just coming and possibly sharing with other people. Mm-hmm. Man, love y'all. It was just a good night.
Yes, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, please.
And then if you would like to send us a comment or you need the Zoom link, just either text one of us or write us at the Powertrip podcast@gmail.com. And with that being said, have a good night.
Yes, people, we out of here. Deuces. Dang.